Getting started with the fun part of this project. Is earlier video you saw that I cut my sides of the box out from the sheet of plywood, in this case 8.5 by 4 inches and 5.5 by 4 inches. I got a front and a back and a left and a right side. The veneer that I'm using essentially is just a pretty nothing's fancy maple veneer. I want the inside to be pretty clean because the outside of the box is actually be the same veneer, just a plain Jane maple. But if you saw the video, the veneers that I'm selecting for the main visual interest, it was that blue and the yellow. So I want those really to be the visual interest, and I want the whiteness of the boxes to simply just go in the background. So that's just a design choice. If you're new to veneering, this is kind of pretty much a basic thing to do. The adhesive I typically would use, in this case Titebond I or Titebond II, I'm not going to use them for this particular project, or at least this part of the project. I want something that's going to dry clear. So Elmers glue all, there's an actual, tells you on the label here it dries clear. So this is the first time I've attempted this with this product, but I don't want a visible glue line. Maple being a really bright white color, so when the face veneer, or in this case the inside of the box, is glued up, I'm going to be putting an edge banding along here. So this particular edge where the two veneers meet at that corner, there's going to be just a little faint line. So if it's off color, not matching the yellow or the color of the veneer, it's going to actually look like a glue line. So I'm going to try to avoid that as much as I can. So I'm going to try an experiment with the glue alls. It is a PVA adhesive. To save you from the tediousness of showing you how I apply adhesive all 4 pieces, I'm pretty much just going to do it on the one piece here. Kind of, if you're a beginner veneer user, this is kind of what I wanted to demonstrate with this project, is to kind of teach you the basics of it. That's about enough adhesive. Now I'm using an ink brayer. It really makes this type of work pretty quick, and it gives you a nice thin film, what you're looking for. You want to ensure that you don't drag any sawdust or any debris into the surface of the tacky surface, because if it dries between the adhesive and the veneer, you're going to get a bump in there, and it'll telegraph to the surface, and it'll ruin your project. It is not a good thing. But you can see there's pretty much all a nice even sheet of the adhesive. Now I've marked on all my sheets ahead of time which side's going to be the glue side, and an arrow. That tells me if I really care about, say, the grain matching or wrapping around the box. In this case, I don't. But I want to make sure that I have some type of orientation, so I know this piece of veneer needs to be in a certain alignment on the box. So this is the inside of the box. I'm applying adhesive to the inside, or tying a veneer to the inside piece. Now, to ensure that you have a good bond between the dry wood and the liquid adhesive, you want to force the veneer into the wood, or into the substrate. So I'm just using a scrap piece of plywood to put enough pressure down to really force the wood. And if you have too much adhesive, it'll also act as a squeegee, and it'll force that thin film of veneer, or thin film of adhesive, to be pushed out along the side. So you don't really need a whole bunch of veneer or adhesive to really make a good contact, but you got to work pretty quickly. You can see right now. So that's why you only apply the adhesive to the substrate, never to the veneer, because it'll curl before you can get it under clamping pressure. So I'm just going to quickly do these other ones. Glue side. Then glue side down, and I have the veneer cut to just about the right size of the part I'm trying to bond the veneer to. You don't want an excessive amount, because it's so hard and unwieldy to manage or work with large sheets of veneer that are overhanging. They're pretty fragile, and they'll split off, and they can actually split off into the area that you're trying to cover. So you want to make sure that you don't have a lot of excess veneer hanging out. I'm working pretty quickly just because of the adhesive. There's only so much open time. And if you notice over here, I have a bunch of clamps set out. Those are also, I already know where my clamps are going to go, because again, you only have about 15 minutes from the time you open the bottle of adhesive to where you got to get it under clamping pressure. So you don't want to be going out there searching where your clamps are. You want to have them. You want to know where you have them on hand and where you want where to put them. So right now, I'm going to actually. This is a purpose-built stand here, as I do this pretty often, and so I have a whole bunch of made stations here. This is like a working station I have, so I know what I want to accomplish here. I have a bottom platen with a non-stick surface. I'm going to align this particular piece up, and I'm going to do the same thing on this one because I don't have enough length to keep us all under one piece of clamping pressure. So we're just going to. I have a top platen. In this case, it's got some more packing tape to cover it up. So what I'm going to do is apply clamping pressure, and hopefully you can see this here. See this section here, this is where the clamps are going to go. So I have a section under clamps here, here, and here. And just to let you know ahead of time, if you ever watch any of my YouTube channel videos, I stress clamping. Proper clamping is the secret to a flat veneered panel. It keeps the adhesive is high moisture, and if you don't have under clamping pressure, the wood's going to swell and expand, and then the adhesive will dry with that wrinkled surface into the veneer. So you want to make sure that you got it under clamping to keep the veneer tied down while the adhesive cures. And the amount of time it takes, probably about 60 minutes. Overnight's best. You can see this is pretty handy for me because I do this enough that I know that I'm going to get adequate clamping pressure, and when I take this out of clamps in an hour, you'll see that the veneers are bonded to the substrate exactly where I want them. If you have any questions about anything you see in this particular part of the video, please comment down below. I'd be happy to elaborate more if there's any detail I didn't cover for you adequately.